So okay, you know how this like cool gurus and stuff they have the all these acronyms like TAD it or BAD it or like bring it, take it, win it. Jesus, I'm bad at it. BTW, right? I want to have one of our own, right? So I want to tell you this. Look, when you want to start a startup, the most important attitude is zip it, absorb it, process it, zap. Okay, what does that mean? That means you come up with an idea, you wanna start a company. Let's say people in your neighborhood and in your city are having problem with recycling. Let's say there's this like the stuff they bought from the kebab shop, the styrofoam and the packaging, they just like it's so special that they want to recycle it in a way that it makes its way back to the kebab shops. And you want to come up with a service where you follow drunk people to their home, and after they eat their kebab, after you've stocked them, you pick up their garbage and you recycle it. Look, I intentionally gave you a ridiculous example because I don't want your mind to focus on my example. I want your mind to focus on something else. Look, this is a ridiculous idea, right? But maybe not. That's the whole point. When you have an idea about a startup, instead of talking to everybody about what you want to do, which is going to result in almost, let's say, I don't know, I'm not a statistics man, but let's say 70% people trying to put you down in different ways. One of them would be like the normal reaction, no, dude, you're not going to be able to do that. I don't know what happens, but at all times our friends and the people around us they try to find a negative in our ideas, and that's good. I think that's because they're trying to look out for us. They don't want to see us fail, whereas I actually don't mind failing, because that helps me learn. So for that bigger goal I have, I can win. So when you have an idea about a startup, you zip it. You don't tell anyone anything about it. But what you do is you start absorbing everybody's input on that topic. Because if you've came up with an idea, the chances are it's about a problem that is around you, it's based on the things you hear or you've talked about to people. That brings us to the fact that, well, then a lot of things are being said and discussed about that project that you have in your mind because you're in that context. So this thing about the kebab shop and the drunk people, let's say I thought about it because it's happening to me and my friends often that we come back drunk and then we have to eat the kebab and then we don't know where to put the garbage. Number one problem in the entrepreneur community. Um, so because this is, and I've come up with an idea to collect this garbage. So this follows that it came to my mind because of all this conversation around me, and the fact that I'm experiencing it. So this is the absorb part. You start absorbing everybody's input on this. People are drunk. They came up with an idea to how to collect this garbage. I'm gonna listen. Are they coming up with my idea? If yes, what are the reactions? If no, what alternatives are there to my solution? And is there something better that maybe somebody wants to do it or just talks about it but doesn't want to do it? In any case, it's a learning opportunity. If it's not getting discussed, then you try to bring up the topic. We are not going to talk about our idea. We talk about the topic. We'll talk about, hey guys, so what do you guys do with your, kebab garbage? Like, what do you do with the styrofoam? With the paper, or have you guys done anything about it? Oh Jesus, look at that over there. There's this just pile of garbage from the kebab eating last night. That's the absorb part, and you're gonna like remember all of this, and then we get to the processing part, and the processing part is really important. We have the idea, we have the inputs, and we try to collide them, compare them, and just think about them and say, hey, like, what does this mean for my context? What does this mean for my solution? What does this mean for my assumptions? Because we assume people are gonna get drunk and eat the kebab and then have problem discarding it. Let's see, is that assumption correct? Am I even in a country where people sell alcohol, or when you're drunk you can actually access kebab? That's important. Um, we need to think about our solution. We talked about, can I really stalk drunk people, or is that like the thing police is looking for and they're going to arrest me? We need to think about the fact that is there a valuable like revenue-based market? Are people going to pay for it? These are drunk people. Well, actually, they're drunk. They might give us a lot of money. In any case, I'm trying to give you this like ridiculous example to transmit this message to you. When you have an idea and you think it's worth the effort to start a company to make it happen, zip it, listen to everyone's input on it, absorb it, and process it. And the most important thing in processing is this: nothing we hear, even if it is something that really sounds factual and correct and kind of makes sense, we're not going to accept it till we have processed it fully. We've looked at it from every which angle, and at the end we've decided, yes, it doesn't work. It was a shitty idea, and even me being me, a superwoman man, I can't really make it happen. So that's when we accept it. Or even if it's positive, we don't accept it. Oh, I'm going to be a millionaire. No, let's actually go through the steps and see, is that going to happen? Just because they said you're going to fail or you're going to win, you're not going to win or you're not going to fail. So yeah, zap. Yeah.